It's amazing actually to see that there are people out there, Libby, whose response to this is, well, we don't want this. One of them, by the way, is Wes Moore. He's the governor of Maryland. You have very high violent crime numbers. It's above the national average in the state of Maryland. Baltimore is not a safe city. I have to fly in there a lot when I go to D.C. They've kind of changed the flight patterns in and out of D.C. I fly in and out of Baltimore a lot. He doesn't want it. And my favorite is that he's saying, oh, well, it's not sustainable. It's costing over $1 million a day to make sure we clean up our streets. Well, what's one life worth, Westmore? I don't know. You've had this year alone, I think 200 plus murders in Washington, D.C. Donald Trump has gone 13 days now without a single one. So what's the value in that? We also have brought in $170 billion, Libby, in tariff money. So I'm sure the president is able to allocate some of the money that he's bringing in to, places like this. But look, whenever you see aggravated assaults up, carjackings up, auto theft up in Baltimore, one would think that if you were the governor of that state, that houses Baltimore, you may say, you know what, President Trump, I do want to do something great for my citizens. Bring them on in. No, he's not for it, though, Libby. Interesting.
Yeah, and it's not just Wes Moore, right? It's also Brandon Johnson in Chicago,
Right.
and it's Karen Bass in Los Angeles. And these are mayors who are coming out and talking about how President Trump is somehow racist
Oh.
for wanting to stop young black people from getting killed in our major metropolitan cities. And that's what this is really about. You even had Jasmine Crockett talking
Right.
to Gavin Newsom about how racist it is that the Trump administration is going after black-led cities. And it makes absolutely no sense, because these are the people who were out there just a couple of years ago screaming to make sure that we all knew that Black Lives Matter. And we were all going, yeah, of course, Black Lives Matter. We know that for sure. And now that you have Trump in the White House, he's saying, yes, Black Lives Matter for sure. The young people of Washington, D.C., their lives matter. Let's stop them from getting killed. Let's go out there and put in curfews so that people can't hurt each other. And that's what's going on. We are, this administration is saving the lives of young black people in Washington, D.C. And you have outlets like The Intercept and others complaining about the cost. What cost could you possibly put on the life of a young American person, right? There is, 5 million, 20 million? I don't think we could get a number high enough
Right.
to match the value of a young American life. And that's what we have going on. We're saving lives in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C., the largest population group is of black people in Washington. And there's no reason that these moms and dads should see their kids come home in body bags. And there's no reason that these kids should be allowed to fight with each other out in the street, as we've been seeing in the Navy Yard. And now we're not seeing that. And I applaud this maneuver to, save American kids. We need our kids. We need them strong. We need them educated. And we need them safe. So I appreciate the efforts that Trump is putting into place in D.C. He has the law on his side there because the government can federalize that city. I think it'll be more difficult in other cities, but I think these mayors should really get their heads on straight and realize what's important. What's not important is their little power grab and their little fiefdoms in these cities that they're running into the ground. What's really important are our kids and the young people of this country.